Today we are going to do a collective reading together today. While I am on a layover, I am in Connecticut. So let's go ahead and we're going to use tarot and oracle to just kind of figure out collectively who I am reading for, or those souls that I am reading for. So as always, thank you so much for watching and for subscribing. I appreciate every single one of you. If you would like a one-on-one reading with me, just feel free to go over to my website. It is tarotandsoundhealing.com. Take a look at the calendar and figure out what works for your schedule, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead, and I think we're going to start with the Akashic Soul Records Oracle. Let's go ahead and get a message from our soul to figure out what we need to hear today. So collectively, what do we need to hear today? What message? So we'll get to what messages do we need to hear. So we're going to take you, and then let's just go ahead and get one more. It is freezing here in Connecticut. Okay, well, it's not freezing. It's in the 40s. But definitely cold. Winter is definitely near. All right, we are going to take this message also. And then we're just going to put, I have a very small table to work with here. So thank you so much for bearing with me while I kind of figure out this process here. But okay, so all you need to do is sit back, relax, take a nice deep breath so that you can connect with your higher self and hear the messages you're meant to hear today. So let's go ahead and get started with this Akashic Soul Records Oracle message. It is path forging. You are being called to create a new path where none seems to exist. The old roads no longer lead you where you must go. Trust your steps even when unsure. And collectively, this is something that I have been feeling so strong lately for the collective, for myself, is when you have the time to slow down and think and meditate, but not like think too hard, just like kind of feel the feelings. When you have time to do that and you think and feel what you want to do, what is it that you want to do? And not like, oh, what can I do with the money or the resources that I have? Just kind of putting yourself in that mindset of what is it that I would like to do? And then allow the universe to help you create that, help you make that happen. But you have to open yourself up to it. And I think that's an amazing message, path forging. Your next Akashic Soul Records Oracle is first step. So that's what you need to do, is you need to take that first step towards soul alignment, towards doing what your soul is really here to do. You are at the beginning of a new step, a new journey of action. The first step holds the power to change everything. Take it boldly, even if you feel unsure. You know what's so funny is the last two words, or the last word on each one of these cards, is unsure. So I think pretty strongly that whoever I'm reading for is having those feelings of doubt and uncertainty, because even when you're unsure, and even if you feel unsure. So I think someone that I'm reading for, or collectively what I'm reading for, is that time that we're just not sure how to do what we want to do because our minds overthink everything. And when we sit back and relax, we realize that we're really not in control of anything. We need to open our minds and open our heart to the possibilities of what if. So let's take a look at with tarot. So we're going to use the Dancing in the Dark tarot. We're going to take a look collectively to see kind of like where we're at, where we're going, and how we're getting there. So please show me where they're at right now. Thank you. Four of Swords. Okay, you have the Ace of Wands and you have the Nine of Pentacles. So just because of space, we're going to stop right there. Do we want to? Yeah. So right now you have the Four of Swords. And so right now that this is you and the energy of needing to rest, needing to stop, needing to slow down, and asking, literally asking for what you want right now, because you also then have the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands, are you the Ace of Wands or are you the Prince of Wands? It's an 11. And I find that interesting because the 11 is so significant for me. And so this is a new deck. So I'm not sure if this is, I don't think this is the Ace of Wands. I think this is the Prince of Wands. Either way, it kind of means the same thing, right? And it's so funny because typically I would have just stopped this video because I'm unsure of what this card is, but it's the 11. And so it makes sense. It's got to be the Prince of Wands. So the Prince of Wands, it is very similar to the Ace of Wands, right? So the Ace of Wands is that new spark, that new beginning of something that you want to do. But this is actually further down the line of the Wands suit, let's say. So this is you taking a moment, figuring out what it is that you want to do by taking time to rest and pray, meditate to God, to your higher self, to whatever you resonate with, right? But then this, I believe, is the Prince of Wands. And the Prince of Wands, he's ready to go. He's very curious about that new journey that he's going to start. He's not exactly sure how he's going to get there, but he's just so ready to go. And I think that makes so much sense because of the, and my ears are getting really loud. So it's the unsure. It's the unsure of how you're going to move forward. But if you just take those moments to kind of center yourself and be with the oneness of yourself, that's what it's going to take to be able to move forward. So I think that's where you are collectively right now. And then what that is going to give you is, I know what this card is. It is the Nine of Pentacles. It is abundance. It is you working on the things that you want to have in your life. It's you creating your future. It's you creating your destiny, right? And so with these lining up the way that they are, and this is the energy that you're at, I just think it makes so much sense why you guys got the Path Forging card and the first step. Because to step forward on your path, you have to slow down and you have to think. Then you have to kind of be curious about how it's going to go down, right? But you don't have to try to figure it out. Just be open. And then the Nine of Pentacles shows that you're just like ready to kind of step into that energy. So if this is where you're at, where are they going next? Where are they going next? And thank you so much for bearing with me because I'm just a little bit scattered. This is so like different to be trying to read in this kind of energy. So where are they at? Where are they going? So where are they going? Where are they going? So you have, wow, the 10 of Wands. Wow, 9 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands. That is so neat. Okay. It's so neat because it shows progression. And I know it's like 10, 9, 8, but that's not exactly how I feel for it right now. It is once you align yourself with your soul's path and what it is that you want to do by allowing the universe to kind of gift you, the divine to kind of gift you the ideas that you want to go ahead and take and move forward with. It shows you doing it. The 8 of Wands shows you working on what it is that you want to do. And, you know, so far the prominent suit is Wands. So it shows that you're at a time right now where you have all this fire and this ambition and this drive to move forward. But that uncertainty sometimes kind of creates that limiting feeling for us. Then you have the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands is the Wounded Warrior card, right? But for me, I feel like it is you putting the work in and things start happening really quickly. But then there comes that point where you have to kind of set some boundaries on what you want to do and how you're going to do it. Maybe it's environmental. Maybe there's things in your life right now that are kind of stepping. It's funny because this, the 10 of Wands is on the Akashic Soul Records Oracle card. And the only word I could see right here is step. So I think as you're taking those steps to move forward, one of the steps might be having to set those boundaries so that you can focus on that one thing that it is that you want to do moving forward. And then just be mindful of carrying too much, like carrying too many burdens. So releasing the burdens right now, I think is going to be important for you so that you can continue on this path because it feels very aligned for you right now, kind of like an opening, like a, okay, I can actually do this. I can put the work in. Things start happening quite quickly. Okay, I need to set some boundaries so that I can be able to continue on my path. And then I'm going to be mindful of what I'm carrying. But with the 10 of Wands, the flip side of this card is that it shows you progressing forward with that fire, that drive, that ambition. And then the 10 of Wands is what you've created. And it's like you're creating this environment for yourself. You're creating this new life path for yourself that you're going to be able to kind of like take it and go home, take it all the way to the finish line, like see the idea through. That's really what I feel for you. And I think it's just so neat because if you think about it, you have the 8, the 9, the 10, And then this is definitely the Page of Wands because it's an 11. So it literally takes you being willing to go on the journey. And then everything starts happening quite quickly for you. Sorry, I have my little laptop over here. We're just going to keep going. I will edit the video. All right. So next, where you're going, where you're at, where you're going, and how you're getting there. So let's just go ahead and take a look at how are you getting there? Or it's kind of like basically like what's kind of like happening next after you step into this energy. All right. Last shuffle. Oh, you have the Two of Cups. Wow, you have the Emperor. Look at you. Wow, you have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so for this energy here, what it is it's a divine choice. You're making that choice to kind of like move forward with your heart. You're making that choice to connect with God, with your higher self, with the divine, whatever it is that you resonate with. But I see you literally making that choice to go ahead and move forward in this direction. And then you're doing it with the energy of the Emperor. So at this point, you're now ready to take on this task, or you're ready to take on the next task. Again, collectively, I don't know how this resonates for you, but what I do know is that it shows that you have built your foundation by taking the time to kind of figure out what it is that you want to do, realizing what you want to do and the abundance that it's going to create. This is you putting in some hard work. And then it's because of the choice that you made. So moving forward, you'll continue to kind of like stay in this energy. It's going to build your foundation for you. And then what's great is with this Knight of Cups card, the horse is going this way. So it's moving toward your future. So moving forward, you'll be going in the direction of where your heart kind of pulls you, the direction that feels right, the direction that feels aligned, especially with that Two of Cups. This is a heart-driven decision to connect with the divine, with God. And then this shows you literally moving forward with it. So I kind of love that for you. Okay, so next I think I want to do, we're going to do the Inner Child Oracle, just so that we can get messages, especially because when we have pages, that's that curious, playful energy. And if we remember to continue to tap into our inner child, that's what's going to serve us the best, because our inner child is connected to source always. It's the mind that we have when we're down here that sometimes disconnects from source, but it's our inner child driving that intuition, that connection to the divine, that's constantly trying to get to us to let us know how we can align best on our soul's path. So what messages do we have? So I want to pull 2 cards. I would like 2 messages for these souls. You have say yes, and you have let it come forth. So say yes is a 30. Now is the time to be open and receive. That was a pretty strong message right from the beginning, to let go of that uncertainty and just allow the universe to gift you what's coming for you on your next soul's path, you know, or on this soul's path, but like the next movement forward, right? And then let it come forth. Give yourself permission to feel it. And I do feel like that's the direction that you're going to go, especially with the wands. And then you have the cups. The cups are emotions. You're feeling it. You feel that fire, that drive that you want to kind of take and move forward in this new direction. So just feel the certainty that you can have. Let go of the uncertainty and just move forward through this, because whatever this is for you guys, I think it's so fantastic. So as always, I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And then until the next video, take care and have a great rest of your day.